Hi guys, hope you're doing well. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Lucy and I am the creator behind Lulu's Crochet and More down in Devon. It's been a while. Excuse this. I have been camping this weekend and yeah, I needed to wash camping off. So we are like this. We are barefaced, we have wet hair. We're a little bit under the weather still, but I have some updates for you. I wobbled you, I'm really sorry. You okay? You good? Yeah, I've got some updates for you. I've got some things to show you and I've got some things going on soon. So, updates. The main one is I went and saw my doctor a couple of weeks ago. This is why the channel's been a bit quiet, actually. I went to see my doctor a couple of weeks ago and they have decided that they are going to operate on my right hand. Hi. The tendonitis in my thumb has just been getting worse and worse, and it was getting to the point where I couldn't brush my teeth. So I was like, do you think maybe I can have another steroid injection? They're like, no, absolutely not. You need to have it done. I was like, oh, okay. So I got a bit upset. I know it's for the best and I know long term it's the right thing to do, but it was the immediate impact, which was I've just got to rest it as much as I can. And that meant really cutting down on the amount of crochet that I was doing. And crochet is my therapy. I do have a history of mental health issues. And crochet is the one thing that I find I can literally just completely focus myself on. And I love it. And it's the one hobby I always go back to. I have dipped into other things, you know, throughout the years. But it's the one thing that I always go back to and that I really enjoy. And it helps me, it grounds me, it focuses me, just cheers me up. So being told the one thing that you really enjoy doing, you're going to have to stop doing, was not very nice to hear. Obviously I don't have to stop completely. I just have to take it really slowly. So I've been taking it really slowly, which means I don't have a whole lot to show you. You're going to look at this and be like, it's been 3 weeks since you did a video. That's all that you've made. Yes, quite honestly. I had that news about my thumb. And then I got hit by a sickness bug as well. I say sickness bug. I got hit by a bug. So I lost my voice for 3 days. Still managed to work through that. And then I got hit with this horrendous, and I do mean horrendous cold. I'm still getting over it. I am wondering actually if it was COVID, but couldn't stop coughing, couldn't stop sneezing. Nose was running like a tap, headache, achy, the whole 9 yards. And we went camping. So, yay, in the rain, may I add. So if I sound a bit nasally, I am. I'm still on the rear end of it. Tail end, not the rear end. Same thing. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. That's not what you've come for. You've not come to hear me moan. Well, maybe you have. I don't know. There are a few of you out there now, which is lovely. Although I have looked at my stats because I have downloaded the extra little YouTube app. And apparently, most of you that watch me aren't subscribed. Please come and join me. I'd love it if you did. It's free, and I do try and upload every week. Yeah, come and join me. Come and join the chaos and the unorganisation and the raw footage. And this, anyway, what I've been up to. I've done a couple of tester calls. You know what I mean, Nicole. Which was really fun to do because I did say it would be maybe a couple of videos back now that I was starting to get a bit burnt out because I had quite a lot of markets quite close together. So I was doing the same thing over and over. So I decided to stop doing the same thing over and over, sort of, and apply for some tester calls and do some things that I wanted to do. So I have forgotten their names. That's really helpful, isn't it? I will pop info up. So the first one was a Ribbler tester, and it's for a frog. What do you call them? Snuggler? him. Isn't he cute? So he's not stuffed, but you could totally stuff him. His arms aren't stuffed either. Neither are his legs. And I'm pretty sure that she said that you had to sew the arms on. Maybe she didn't. Maybe I've made that up. No, you didn't. The only thing you had to sew on are the eyeballs. But it's weird. If you look at him this way, they look pretty okay. If you look at him that way, he looks really lopsided. But yeah, anyway, little frog. Really cute. Isabella has already decided that it's hers. I think he's quite cute. I might make some more. I might change the eye placement. I don't know. Help. Where should they be? Should they be further forward? I can't work it out. He's cute. And Isabella knew instantly he was a frog. But he also looks a little bit like an alien. Cute. Anyway, so yes, little froggy, and like I said, I will pop the name of the creator up on the screen. And then this is going back now. Quack House Crochet had a tester call for her Candy Cuties, and I managed to get in, and I've done that. And then she released a free mini pattern of the Crochet Cuties. Excuse me. So I tested that as well. So I'll show you the mini one first. It's got a smile but no eyes because I was on a bit of a time crunch. So I just placed eyes in and then took them back out again. When I say place in, I didn't put backs on. I just stuck them in, took a photo and then took them back out again. So excuse the blindness and the weird smile. And also I can't actually sell them with these keychains because these aren't UKCA compliant. But there she is. Very, very cute. I haven't even sewn the ends in. I've just stuffed them in the side for the photo. And I just grabbed a random keychain that I had lying around. If you're going to use keychains in the UK, they need to be uncoated. And I have no idea what these are. These are from, I think they're from Amazon. But I couldn't tell you. I've ordered keychains from Temu as well. So they're a definite no-no. But for the sake of the photo on a keychain, I know we can use plastic ones from certain websites, but I don't really like the look of the plastic ones, and I don't really make keychains anymore. I used to make a lot of them, but the ones that I was making were more geared towards adults anyway. So like flowers, flowers, rainbows, wristlets. They weren't designed for children, but even still now I'd have to have them separate from everything else that I'm making, so I just don't sell them. It's just easier. So yes, that was the little mini, and then she has the big Candy Cutie, and there are 3 variations, well 6 technically, so 3 variations of the actual candy and then 3 accessories. So you have a bow, a hat and a swirl at the front. And then the actual candies, you can do a solid, you can do a cream filled, I think that's what she called it, and then you can do a swirl. So she assigned us 1 to start with, and that was our tester, and then we could do any more that we wanted to. So I ended up doing 2. I didn't do the 3rd one, mainly because I physically couldn't. My wrist decided that was it. But this is the one that I was assigned. And this is a cream filled, and I got to choose which accessory I put on. So I decided to do the bow, and I think she is adorable. Really, really cute. Really cute. So I went with the colours. I'm pretty sure I went with the colours that were recommended. But yeah, I love her. She's so sweet. So that is the cream filled. And then I went rogue, and spooky season is around the corner. So I did a swirl and I gave it a little witch's hat. And I just think it's the sweetest thing. I love it. The sweetest thing. I want to do more of these in different colours. The swirls surface crocheted on, that did take a bit of effort. So that was quite difficult to do. I'm not going to lie, that did hurt. So it's probably not as neat as it could have been, because I was getting to the point where I was getting a bit ouchy and a bit frustrated. But I still think it's really cute. And the hat, I love the hat. I feel like I could use that for ducks. And what she says in the pattern, excuse me, is to pull the tail up through the top of the hat, and then you can obviously make this nice little fold. I love him. He's so cute. Absolutely love this. This one's my favourite. Obviously, I'm Halloween girly. I have my pumpkin season jumper on because it is September and I feel like we're close enough. So anyway, yes, those were the testers that I did. I've also sort of unofficially joined in with the Crochet Roulette 2025. I can't remember who's organised it. Oh gosh, I'm failing really badly. I usually write this sort of thing down because my brain at the minute, it just doesn't know whether it's Monday or Friday. It's Monday for the record. So I again will pop up the actual person that came up with the idea because I think it's brilliant. And so she has got 10 small creators to do the Crochet Roulette. One of them actually is Quack House Crochet, who did the Candy Cuties. She's also got Penny Pot Cottage, Coastal Crochet UK, and Be a Flamingo from the UK all doing it as well, which is great fun because obviously it's all over Instagram, and it means I get to watch the videos. Not that I wouldn't watch them anyway, but you know, watch that part of it and get involved. I didn't make the cut, unfortunately, because I was a bit silent on my socials at the time, so I think she was just like, well, she doesn't upload, so why would I bother? Which is fair enough. But anyway, I wanted to get involved, so I ended up making 4 things because so I'll show you the worst one first. It's not his fault. He's actually very cute, but I don't think he's very good and variegated. But I made a tree frog. Whoa, it's alive. And he's a bit wonky-eyed, and he's just a bit derpy. And I don't think that the variation of the yarn colours helps. He just looks a bit Frankenstein-y. But he's very cute, and he took like 20 minutes to make, if that. So I do think I'm going to have a go at some point of making him... Sorry, he's got a tail coming out of his head. Making him in a plain colour and see how he turns out and see if he looks a little bit more frog-like. And also redo the eyes on this one. But yeah, so I made him. So this was a fun thing because it meant I got to use up a bit of yarn, I got to add to my stash, and I got to make new things. So yeah, little frog. So like I said, I will want to make some more of him at some point. And then, this is in no order, next one is my least favourite, which is the kangaroo. It looks really cute. I went wrong somewhere in the pattern. I don't know what I was doing. So it turned out okay. And it does actually like balance, but the tail is supposed to go up and mine goes down. So something went wrong somewhere. It also took a really long time for what it is. And you have to sew the legs on. Everything else is actually made in the round, including the ears, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. I didn't love it. And I don't think I could get what I'd want for it, given how long it took and given how big it came out. But it's very cute, and it was free. It was a free YouTube pattern. So yeah, kangaroo. I then, because like I said, I can't just do one thing. I then made something that I've made many times before, which is the little mini spider, which I absolutely love. I love this pattern. It's low sew, so you make the head and you make the body separately and then sew them together. I turn my head upside down because I find that the legs fall better that way, whereas, you know, if it was that way, it looks a bit dead. So I do it that way. This time I didn't bother doing the white fangs, I just did them in variegated, and actually I really like this colour for a spider, so I'm going to make more in this colour. And this guy's tested already, so I know he's good to go. And I love him. They're so quick. They're so quick. Once you get going, what I normally do is I just sit and batch make them, because once, like I said, once you get going, you go. And they don't take much stuffing. They don't take much time. This was a paid for pattern. Again, I will pop the creator somewhere on the screen or in the box below. And I love it. I absolutely love it. They sell quite well for me. I do a big one as well, which is Sabrina the spider. And a lot of kids gravitate towards that because it's fun and it's got the big glittery eyes, which I can't use anymore. So they really do gravitate towards it, but that's a higher price point. So I always say, oh, I've got the little baby ones, you know, for mum and dad if they want something still spookily cute, but slightly more affordable. Yeah, the glittery eyes is a whole other thing which we will get onto. And then the last thing that I made is my favourite. It's a little jellyfish. Look how sweet. Free pattern on Instagram. Free. And it has the little tentacles and it has the little frill. It has an odd number of tentacles. It's got 7. But who's counting? And I mean, I've never personally gone up to a jellyfish and asked to count their tentacles. So who knows how many they have. But I love it. And this again is no-sew. So you work the body and then you work the tentacles and then you go back and you surface crochet the frill on. And I think it's great. So I ended up making 2 more, which I haven't put any details or anything on because I haven't tested this one yet. But I'm very confident in it because my octopus passed and it's a similar sort of idea. So I'm pretty confident in this guy. So I just went ahead and made more because they're fun. And if they don't pass, I will decorate my house with jellyfish. So yes, that was that one. So yeah, that was the Crochet Roulette 2025. I'll just show you these guys again because actually they'd count too because they're variegated. What else have I done? Like I said, I just did things I wanted to do. I had an order. I had an online order. I don't get very many of them. I actually need to post this out today. So I had an order for 2 ducks in hats and they wanted one in red and one in teal. So I managed to get those done. These again, they don't take very long, so not too hard on my hands. That's Fire Engine. I don't know. I have no idea. Snug as a Bug. All of this I think I'm showing you today, except for a couple of things, is Snug as a Bug. I love it. It's my favourite yarn to use. So yeah. 2 little duckies. Then I went back on my I'm going to make what I want, and I made a Night Fury. I'm still not sure about the eyes, but I didn't have any green safety eyes. No, that's not true. I did, but they weren't big enough. They needed to be like 25mm and mine are 18. So we sewed some eyes on. It's quite difficult to do eyes on a black dragon. He's got the red tail fin, but I am quite pleased with him. He was quite cute. He took a little bit of love, I'm not going to lie. He had to sew the head on, had to sew the wings on, and then the tail bit was surface crocheted. Took me a minute. Some of it, I don't know. Again, I was just a bit away with the fairies, but I do like him. He's cute. Whether I make another one, I don't know. So he's probably just going to sit out at Halloween and just be ours. And then I did a plant. I love this. I really do. I love how it looks. Took forever. These tendrils, oh my goodness, did they take a minute. But I love him. And I do think he would actually sell pretty well. Again, I want to say this was no-sew. Or if it was sew, it was very low. But it did take a hot minute. And again, I don't know whether I'd get the price point I want for him. But look at their little face. You could leave the face off and you could even leave that. It's got little arms and legs. You could leave the arms and legs off as well. And then it could be a decorative item. But I like him with the face and with the arms and legs. So again, he is going to probably just be mine. I'm pretty confident he'd pass testing, but it just took a long time. I might make another one and time it and go from there because I do really like it. And that again, oh, and the dragon, sorry, they're both free Instagram patterns. What else? I can't remember what I've already shown you. This is the problem because it's been a while and I should have gone back and I should have looked at my old video and I should have gone from there, but I didn't because why would I be organised in any way, shape or form? That would be boring. Have I shown you him? He is a blueberry jellyfish. Love. Ribbler. I did a tester for it ages and ages ago. They're up there. You can see them. But yeah, love him. Love him. Like, adore him. I want to do a strawberry one because that was another option. I really can't remember what I've shown you. Did I show you this guy? Little blueberry hat on a duck? I think I did. I know I'm pretty sure I showed you him because I said that he took quite a while to make. And the little mini, have you seen him? Did I show you the big one? I made it again in Snug. Where's it gone? I made like 4. 1 second. Whoa, dear, I'm knocking everything over. 1 second. Love them. Absolutely love them. I do actually really like the little tiny one as well. But yeah, that's the size comparison. So this obviously I think would be, you know, more for your money, so to speak. Again, I need to time it. I think I got it down to about 20 minutes by the time I was on like number 4, but I can't remember. I think, oh look, I even put him, I did find, there he is, he's in the basket ready, like, hi. Yeah, I think that's everything. Little one in a strawberry hat. Everything new. No, it's not. What am I talking about? That's everything that I may have already shown you, is what I meant to say. I made a stingray. These are really popular. I see lots of creators in the US making them. And I was making the, oh God. Oh no, it's a free YouTube tutorial for the rays. You've seen my rays. You've seen my rays. These are by Teresa's Crochet Shop, I think. Again, I think it's Instagram. I'll link it. I'll link everything. I made 1. And then I made 9 more. I went a little bit OTT. So we have the blue variegated. We have plain pink. We have pink variegated. We have green variegated. We have dark teal and light teal, purple, green, yellow and blue. Was that 10? I think that was 10. I love them. They're like 20 minutes, if that. My other rays take me a good half an hour, 45 minutes, because you have to make 2 parts and then crochet it together. That's all made in 1 part. Genius. Love it. I don't know why I haven't done them sooner. I think I thought they were going to be flimsy, but they're not at all. The tail was made the same, well, very similarly to the other stingray. So I'm pretty confident in that one as well. Yeah. And then the last thing I did was I went back and made some patterns that I've already made, but using chenille chunky. I'm having to move away from Flutterby because it hurts too much. I can't really use it anymore. So it's really sad because look at that shelf. That's all well, 3/4 of that is Flutterby. It's really sad. Not happy about it, but I remade the chicken nugget. I don't have the original chicken nugget to show you. I don't know where he is, but he's about this big, and this guy is, you know, 1.5 times the size. And I think it's great. It's a really good hand size. It's still squishy enough to be like a stress toy. So he's going to go for testing. Really confident in that one. I really like the idea of making the big ones. I am going to take the little ones first and try and get rid of those and then introduce the big ones. And then I do a popping mushroom. They take a while and they're using Flutterby. I have finally done the cable and canva popping mushroom. 15 minutes compared to double that with a smaller yarn that hurts my hands. So this is the cable and canva in the chenille chunky by Yarn Smiths. Isabella's not as keen as on these because they don't have the arms and the legs. I could put the arms and the legs on. I could easily add that into the pattern. But I love those. So I'm switching to those. So those are going for testing as well. I think that's everything crochet-wise to show you. It's not that much. It's really not that much. That's the sort of thing I'd normally get done in about 3 days. But we're taking it easy. We're listening to our doctor begrudgingly, and we're doing what we're told. So, in between crochet, I have been making beaded things, shall we say. I've been making bracelets. I'll show you a couple. These are using seed beads. And they're just really cute. You can stack them. I've got some that are mine, that are actually in my car, that I've been wearing, and I love them, and they're really fun and easy to make. I have got hundreds of beads floating around because I went through a phase where I was like, I'm just gonna make bracelets. In fact, that is of some that haven't been, you know, labelled and stuff. That's one of the new ones. I love that one. I think you could wear that on an evening out. So yeah, so I've been doing that. And then I've been making dangles, I think they're called. They're a keychain basically. But look, so pretty. So I made a purple one. I made a red one. These take ages, but it's quite satisfying. Blue one. And I made a pink one. So I literally just put like a documentary on and just sit and just have fun making little dangle charms. Whether I'll actually sell them, I've no idea at the minute. I'm just enjoying making them because it's something that I can literally just pick up and put down. I don't need to count or mark anything off. I don't need to worry about it. So that is I really want to make something, but I can't crochet, so I'll make a dangle. Basically. Yeah, I think that's everything that I have to say. I've got an appointment with occupational health this morning to see if there's anything they can do to make work any easier for me. So I've got that to look forward to. I think that's literally everything I have to say. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, my forthcoming plans are to carry on with this Crochet Roulette 2025. I want to do those couple of testers for the mushrooms and the donut. Not donut? It's not a donut. Nugget. They're the same. Yeah, so I want to do those. I want to just carry on making for the sake of making rather than making because I have to. I have plenty of stock. I could probably see myself through Christmas with the amount of stock I've got. I have got a potential order coming in for a cat and a bunny. So it's a different bunny. It's a bunny I haven't made before. So that will be interesting. Yeah, I just want to enjoy it. I just want to enjoy it. I just want to do what I can when I can. And then, like I said, I've got the little bits of jewellery to do in between. If anybody's interested, this is the brace that I am having to wear. I've not got it on at the minute because when we were camping, I fell over the guide ropes. Because, of course, I did. And I was really proud of myself because I tripped over one and caught myself and was like, this was in the dark. It was in the dark. So tripped over the first one, caught myself and was like, I'm great. I can carry on, and walked, and then immediately fell over the second one and I couldn't catch myself. So I went down like a ton of bricks and I was wearing my brace, and you can't see anything, which is really annoying. But I'll put it on for a second. Hold on, just to show you. And it goes quite far up my hand, and I went like that to like catch myself, so my hand went back like that, which went right against all of that, which is a bit, so it feels very bruised, along with my knee and my ego. But it wouldn't be a camping trip without some sort of disaster. The tent also leaked. It wasn't great. I mean, we had a really good time, but yeah, it was so rainy. It was ridiculous. So we went Friday, Saturday, and we came back Sunday, and we were so wet. Everything was just soaking. We got in the car and I was just like, oh my God, because the car just smelled damp. Everything just smelled damp. And I'm actually dreading getting in my car today because I haven't taken the tent out. It's not great weather, so it can dry off in the car for the minute. If we have a nice day, which will probably be the minute the kids go back to school, then we'll take it out, we'll air it, and we are going to respray it. So hopefully it's ready for next season. But yeah, I think I'm allergic to camping. I've decided it never goes well for me. I've taken all the skin off my finger. I think you can see from the ropes. So yeah, it's gone well. But yeah, so like I said, let's sum it up. I'm just rambling now. Crochet Roulette 2025, Crochet Retreat 2026, a couple of bits to test and just to have fun and to come back onto YouTube. Obviously things are going to be slower, but there should still be things to show you. I think that's everything. I'm going to go. I've been rambling for half an hour. If you made it through the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm also trying to get to 500 watch hours. I'm way off that. But yeah, just put me on in the background. Mute me and just let me go. Anyway, take care. Hopefully I'll see you soon.